Hello, welcome to my channel. I've got another flipping cold, I can't shake them. December and January has just been like a permanent cold. So sorry if I'm a bit snuffly and coffee and just dull. But today I am doing my January favourites. So first up is these two tiny nail varnishes. That colour is what I'm wearing on my hands at the moment. It does need doing again, I did it quite a few days ago. I love them, I love the two shades. They're Kiko. Also though, what I really love about them is the size, because it's just made me clock since getting these. So my sister put these in my stocking. I find actually with normal size nail varnish, you don't get through it quick enough. You end up chucking it and there's still half left, but it's gone all like gloopy and gross. I feel like such a silly, like stupidly small size, but actually there's still loads in there. And I feel like there'll be a lot less waste, hopefully. And they apply really easily. It's a really nice wide wand brush, don't know, but it just applies really easily, dries really quickly, lasts quite well, like lasts a good few days, not super long, but I don't really think any nail varnish lasts as long as they say they will. Like most nail varnishes I find, really, they chip within the week. So those I'm enjoying. Another Christmas stocking beauty thing is this Stila liquid lipstick. I haven't used the liquid lipstick before. I normally just use the like normal kind of matte, just a typical lipstick. But this I really like. I really like the way it goes on liquid, really easy to apply, and then it dries matte. So it's the colour I'm wearing now. Yes, it kind of goes on. It reminds me of my old school days, like putting on a lip gloss. Also, another Christmas present, also from my sister. She's so kind. Is this curling wand. Sorry, I thought someone just knocked on the door. From Tresemme? Yeah, Tresemme. And it's called the, it doesn't actually say on here, but I think it's called the like Perfectly Undone curling wand. And it took me a while to get used to, just because I'm so used to just using my hair straightener. So I've got GHD hair straighteners, and then I was curling my hair just using those. I just felt like it was a bit of a faff and like it would take quite a while and I'd just get a bit bored. I find this just works really quickly and lasts really well. And it was a really good price, it was £20, which is just the kind of price you want to be spending on a curling wand. So I asked on Instagram for some recommendations and most people recommended GHD curling tongs, but it was just a bit out of my budget. And then a few people, like not loads of people, but a few people suggested this one, and then because of the price I thought, well, I'll definitely give this one a go. Yeah, and I've been really pleasantly surprised. Don't judge it on my hair today, because my hair today, I've not used it and it needs a wash and it's just hideous. So this is not this. Just a disclaimer. Next up, still in a kind of, ooh, just went really bright, didn't it? The lighting in these videos really stresses me out. Next up is another kind of beauty-ish product, I guess, and it's Temple Spa Drift Away Relaxing Bathing and Massage Oil. And I've been using it in the bath. Like I said, I just feel like I've had a cold since mid-December. It's now the end of January and I just can't shake it. I also, obviously in the last stages of pregnancy, 35 weeks pregnant, and I've just got all the aches and pains, and I just feel like I need some TLC at the end of every day after running around after a toddler all day. And this has been lovely. A soothing blend of Mediterranean essential oils including lavender, geranium, frankincense, chamomile, myrrh and orange. Perfect antidote to stress and overtiredness. But yeah, I'd really recommend that. Temple Spa in general is a company that I really like. I use a lot of their skincare and face masks, and it's just all made really nicely and feels like just really good quality. So next up is this little crossbody handbag, which is from Coach. First of all, I just love the details. I love the leather finish and then all the gold detailing. It's got like one section that has like bits for your cards, just another main section, and then with like you know, a little different compartment. But I've just found this so handy. So this was my Christmas present from Henry, and I've used it every day since. So I have a really big like hold all changing bag for Jet, which is great and holds everything, hence hold all. And that just goes under the buggy. But I found what was annoying is not just having like a few little bits on me. So just like my cards, maybe a lipstick if I'm wearing a lipstick that day, or you know, like lip balm or some tissues for my blooming constant cold. I didn't like that anything I needed I then needed to like duck under the buggy to get, especially at the till in a shop. You don't want to be getting your card out from under the buggy. This has just filled the like exact hole that I had in my life. It's just really nice, lightweight, easy to wear. Oh, did I just knock the camera? And then another kind of practical but stylish favourite is these bad boys. I am loving these. So these are my new trainers. They're Adidas. Oh, I feel like such an old lady with things like this. RMD. They're like a kind of line of Adidas trainers. They're quite cool. They've got like this kind of green on the inside, but then black on the outside, and then this cool bit at the back. And they are just the comfiest thing. So I have quite bad shins. I grew really quickly when I was in 5th form, which is year 11, so like just after my GCSEs, I went to America for the summer with my sister, and I went shorter than her and came back taller than her, and just grew like crazy amounts in a month, 6 weeks. I think my body was just put under a lot of pressure when it grew that quickly, and so I get really sore shins and lower back and just general like bone aches and pains. So then throw in pregnancy, carrying a toddler, all that kind of thing, and so I just felt like I needed some really good like padded, like almost like orthopedic style shoes, and these are exactly what I hoped they'd be. They just, you feel like you're walking on a cloud. I was saying to Henry, you can't not have a spring in your step when you're wearing these. Like, he was getting embarrassed. We were walking around the garden centre the other day, our favourite place, and he was getting embarrassed at me because I was basically skipping. But just because they're so comfy, you just can't help but like have a little bounce in your step. I think they were 70 quid. I'm gonna wear them and wear them and wear them. Next is this speaker. So this is from a company called JBL, and I did actually work with them on Instagram with their campaign, but they haven't asked me to feature it in any videos or anything. I just genuinely have fallen in love with it. So it's like a voice activated speaker, and I've never used one before. I don't have Alexa or Google Home or, you know, any of those ones. And so when they got in touch, I was really interested to try it out, but very skeptical. And I just flipping love it. It's so helpful. It's a music speaker, but it is also a general kind of like, it is linked with Google somehow, because to speak to it you have to say, hey Google. So it is somehow partnered with Google or something, I'm not totally sure. But you can ask anything about the traffic, the weather, facts, anything. And I've actually been amazed at how well it replies. There are definitely those times where you say, hey Google, play this song. I'm obsessed with Golden Slumbers from Sing. So, you know, one time I said like, hey Google, play Golden Slumbers by Jennifer Hudson, and then it was like, okay, playing Keen, Chasing Shadows or something, and it was just like had totally misheard me. And those kind of things are annoying, and you like are shouting at it, so like, play this song, and you find yourself like speaking, you know, when you go abroad you think you're speaking French but you're just speaking English more clearly. It's like you're an idiot. I sometimes find I do that with this, but in general I've loved it. And I think for me the main thing I've enjoyed is I try as much as I can to not be on my phone around Jet. I don't like him seeing me on a screen, and so we do have Sonos speakers as well, but obviously for those you need to go on your phone, go onto your Spotify, pick a song, link it with Sonos, and then start playing. Whereas with this, I can just say, hey Google, play this song, and Jet doesn't see me interacting at all with the screen, he just sees me speaking and then the music starts, which I just think is really nice. So just for ease of life, I've really liked it. Next up, little favourite. Oh, should we do food? Can't miss food, can we? Very important. This, just roll croissants. These. We've been trying to kind of hone in our budget a bit recently, and one of those things is to maybe try and not eat out as much. My favourite meal of the day is breakfast / brunch. So we've been trying to think of like fun ways of doing that but staying at home. Like on a lazy Sunday morning, you whack these in the oven, get some coffee going, and it just makes more of a thing of breakfast rather than just grabbing a quick bowl of cereal. It feels like we're more likely then to kind of all sit down together. Jet has some, bit of lemon curd, can't go wrong, and they're so cheap. It's like £1.50 and you'll get 6 croissants. Whereas I think if you go out, you spend like £2.50 on 1 croissant. Next up, I just got 2 food things today. So the croissants, and then next up, I love Christmas so much. I look forward to it pretty much all year. And then the moment it's over, just feel really sad. I think as well, because I always think that I like Christmas and winter, but actually I just like Christmas. And so as soon as Christmas is over and you're just left with winter, it just all feels very crap. But, and it's a big but, the bonus to Christmas being over, oh yes, these are just the best thing in the world. I bought this nice neat pack to have on camera and then couldn't help myself. It's already been opened. Already snuck one out, didn't I? Yeah, these are just the best thing. And they help me get over Christmas because they make me look forward to Easter. And I have been eating a fair few. Sorry, Mum. Don't judge me. They're so good. And then lastly, just a couple of little bits. Some police outside. A couple of little Baby and Jet bits. So Baby is this baby name book, the alternative baby name guide. Choose from hip, cool and original names for your little one. Some of them are definitely quite try hard. Some of them are absolutely mental. Like, oh, can't find any mental ones now. I actually really like most of them. They're really nice names. There's definitely been some that I'm like, Pluto, Placido. I mean, really? November, Christmas. So some of them are not great, but I find we've got just like a normal baby name book as well, and no, oh gosh, you can't talk about baby names, can you, without offending someone. I personally am just not as much a fan of the kind of classic names. I prefer slightly different, like with Jet. I like that he will hopefully be the only child in his class with that name, but I also don't want the name to be so crazy that every time you say the name, people are like, sorry, what's your name? How do you spell that? What's that? So I kind of want like a middle ground, and this book I found is really good for that. It has also really good sections. It's like an around the world theme, astronomy, dates and colours, celebrity names, geography, myths and legends, and some others. But yeah, I've just really enjoyed reading through it, and we've definitely put a few on our list from there. And lastly, Jet, a favourite of Jet at the moment, is these 2 books. They are just so good. I love these books. I get so bored of reading Jet, Dear Zoo and Spot and Elmer. And like, don't get me wrong, I love reading with him in general because it's just so sweet seeing him discover new things each time. I love all those stories because they're classic and they're just that kind of quintessential child story. But these are so funny because they've got a really dry sense of humour. They're very sarcastic and they're very much for the parent as well. And so they're really fun to read, and he loves them. I didn't think he'd love them because they're very like simple drawings. He's really into the kind of like pop up and like lift the flat books and stuff. So I thought these he wouldn't enjoy for a while. Like this one's basically all black and grey. Brilliant. But he loves them. He always goes and chooses them and wants to read them, and they make me and Henry laugh all the time. The other day I caught Henry reading this one to Jet, and then Jet got down and wanted to go do something else, and Henry just quickly finished it because he like wanted to get to the end. But they're by John Clayson, and I think there's a third one as well, which we're definitely going to need to get our hands on. But yeah, those have just brought me some joy this month. That's it. That's everything. That's all my faves for this month. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for sticking around. Please do subscribe. It means so much. It's so nice to feel like you're not just sending your videos out into a silent abyss of nothingness. We upload on Tuesdays and Fridays, and I don't know why I keep saying Jet puts no work in. I film pregnancy, home vlogs and sit down videos. Please feel free to comment below with any particular videos you'd be interested in seeing. On Tuesday, the next video going up is a week of outfits, but specifically pregnancy, maternity related. So subscribe if you don't want to miss that, and have a lovely weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.